Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Ya, Miss harap kalian dalam keadaan sehat dan tetap semangat untuk belajar bahasa Inggris bersama Miss hari ini ya. Seperti biasa, sebelum kita mulai, mari kita awali dengan berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing. Berdoa, mulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zikni ilma warzuqni fahma. Amin. Baiklah, selanjutnya silahkan kalian isi presensi di kolom komentar video ini dengan format nama, kelas, dan satu kata yang menggambarkan perasaan kalian hari ini. Contohnya nih, Alia dari kelas 9A. Satu katanya adalah antusias atau bisa happy dan lainnya. Baiklah, di sini kita akan membahas tentang naratif teks fairy tale. Nah, ini adalah yang Miss harapkan kalian dapat memahami tujuan dari pembelajaran kita hari ini, yaitu kalian dapat memahami apa itu naratif teks, mengenali struktur dan ciri-ciri kebahasaan teks naratif, menggunakan KWL chart dan story mapping untuk menganalisis cerita, menyampaikan cerita melalui monolog dalam berbahasa Inggris. Baiklah, di sini ada 3 gambar. Nah, yang pertama, coba kalian perhatikan ketiga gambar yang ada di layar. Di gambar pertama itu ada Sleeping Beauty, di gambar kedua ada The Frog Prince, nah dan terakhir adalah Jack and the Beanstalk. Coba pikirkan dan jawab di buku catatan kalian ya. Ini pertanyaan yang pertama ada, apakah kalian pernah membaca atau mendengar cerita ini? Nah, dan yang kedua, dari mana kalian pertama kali tahu tentang cerita ini? Dan yang ketiga nih, sesuai dengan pembelajaran kita hari ini, apa kesamaan dari ketiga gambar tersebut? Yap, ketiganya adalah contoh dari naratif teks. Dan hari ini kita akan membahas salah satu dari mereka, yaitu Jack and the Beanstalk. Sekaligus belajar bagaimana cara menceritakannya kembali secara lisan. Alright, di sini ada penjelasan tentang apa itu naratif teks. Narrative text is a type of text that tells a story to entertain the readers or listeners. It often contains imaginary characters and events, but it can also be based on real-life stories. Naratif teks adalah jenis teks yang bertujuan untuk menghibur pembaca atau pendengar melalui sebuah cerita. Cerita naratif biasanya berasal dari khayalan, dongeng, legenda, atau bahkan kisah nyata. Contohnya sudah kita lihat ketiga gambar tadi, ada Sleeping Beauty, The Frog Prince, and tentunya Jack and the Beanstalk. Lalu, di sini ada generic structure of narrative text. Narrative texts follow a clear structure that help the readers understand The flow of the story, the three main characters are: one, orientation. This is the introduction of the story introduce the characters, who, the setting, where and when, and the situation. The purpose is to give the readers a background before the action begins. Two, complication. This part shows the problem or conflict faced by the main characters. It makes the story interesting and drives the plot forward. The complication usually builds tension and leads to climax. 3. Resolution. This is the part where the conflict is resolved. The ending can be happy, sad, or even surprising. In some stories, there is also a moral or lesson at the end. Nah, jadi setiap cerita pasti memiliki alur. Dalam teks naratif, alurnya dibagi menjadi 3 bagian. Pertama tadi ada orientasi, bagian pembuka. Di situ ada siapa tokohnya, kapan, dan di mana ceritanya terjadi. Yang kedua ada complication, bagian masalah, konflik yang dihadapi oleh tokoh. Dan yang ketiga, resolution, bagian penyelesaian, bagaimana masalah diselesaikan, dan juga kadang ditambah dengan moral value di akhir cerita. Dan di sini ada language feature of narrative text. Narrative text use specific language feature to tell story effectively. Past tense, since story usually talk about events that happened in the past. The verbs are written in the past tense. Went, saw, lived. Action verbs. This verb describe what the characters do in the story, such as climb, shouted, run, or expect. Time connective. Word like once upon a time, then, after that, and finally have organized that sequence of events. Direct and indirect speech. Characters often speak in story, so dialogue is common, using quotation marks for direct speech or reporting what was said. Indirect speech. Descriptive language. This help create vivid image of the characters, setting, and even in the reader's mind. It includes adjective and verb to describe how things look, sound, or feel. Ciri kebahasan naratif teks. Nah, biasanya menggunakan past tense karena menceritakan tentang masa lalu. Action verb seperti run, climb, and shouted. Time connective seperti once upon a time, after that, then. Descriptive language untuk menggambarkan suasana dan tokoh. Alright, social function of narrative text. The social function of narrative text is to entertain the reader or listeners by telling a story with interesting events and character. It can also teach a moral value or life lesson through the experiences of the character. Nah, untuk membantu kalian memahami isi ceritanya, sekarang mari kita tonton bersama video singkat cerita Jack and the Beanstalk. Saat menonton, catat hal-hal penting yang kalian temukan, seperti siapa tokoh utama dalam cerita ini, apa masalah yang dihadapi, dan bagaimana akhir ceritanya. Oke, kita mulai ya.
This is the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack who lived with his mother in a tiny cottage in the countryside. They were very poor, and the only thing they owned was a very old cow. One day, Jack's mother said,
"I'm afraid our old cow will no longer give milk. We will have to sell her so we can buy food. Jack, take her to the market and see what you can get."
Yes, Mother.
said Jack, as he headed down the country lane with the old cow to see what she would fetch at the market. But it was a very long walk from Jack's home in the countryside all the way to the market. So Jack decided to take a shortcut through the forest.
Well, hello there.
Said a croaking voice. Jack jumped in surprise at the sound, and he saw an old traveller sitting upon a tree stump.
Where are you headed, my boy?
Our cow no longer gives milk,
Jack told the man.
so I'm taking her to the market to see what I can get.
You know, my boy, it's a very long way, and you won't get much for that old cow, but I'll give you something for her.
The old man held out his hand.
How about these 5 magic beans?
Magic beans?
Even though the beans didn't look very magical, Jack thought they sounded very exciting. So he gave the old man the cow, and he took the beans home to show his mother.
Jack,
His mother exclaimed.
you're back so soon. What did you get for our old cow?
Look, Mother.
Jack thought his mother would be very pleased to see what he had gotten.
I traded our old cow for 5 magic beans.
But she was not at all happy with him.
Silly boy.
She scolded.
Now we have no cow and no money.
She took the 5 beans and she tossed them right out the window. Then she sent Jack straight to bed. The next morning, Jack awoke and looked out his window at the bright sunny day. Then he jumped up in surprise.
Oh my.
Right outside their cottage, a giant beanstalk had sprouted up from the ground, and it stretched all the way into the clouds. Jack was a very curious boy, and so he began to climb the beanstalk. Higher and higher he climbed, until his little cottage was just a tiny dot far below him. Still higher he climbed, until his head poked through the clouds. And still he climbed higher, where he was very astonished to find a road sitting upon a particularly fluffy cloud. He followed the road, and it led him to a beautiful, enormous stone castle. By the time he reached the castle's gate, Jack's tummy was rumbling. Not only was he very hungry, but he was still very curious. So he knocked on the tall wooden door of the castle.
Hello.
A woman answered. She was the tallest woman Jack had ever seen. She towered over him, so high that she did not even notice tiny Jack far below her.
Excuse me.
Said Jack.
I've travelled very far, and I haven't had any breakfast.
Oh,
Said the giant woman in surprise as she looked down at him.
well, we don't get many visitors here. Please come in. But you must be quick. My husband will soon be home. And if he sees you, you'll be his breakfast.
The giant woman led Jack into a huge kitchen where she fed him eggs and sausage and toast and all sorts of delicious food. He ate and ate until he was quite full and very happy.
Thank you.
Said Jack.
That was very delicious, but I really should be getting home.
Jack paused because just then he heard rumbling footsteps that made the castle floor shake.
Oh no,
Said the giant woman.
my husband is home. Quickly, hide in the cupboard.
Jack jumped into the cupboard just as the giant came in. He had a long, scraggly beard and his mouth was twisted in an angry scowl.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Don't be silly.
said the giant woman.
You smell the eggs and sausages I've made for breakfast.
The giant sat down and ate while Jack hid in the cupboard and watched. When the giant finished his breakfast, he said to his wife,
Now bring me my hen.
The giant woman placed a beautiful red hen on the table,
Lay.
and the giant roared. To Jack's astonishment, the hen laid a perfect egg, and it was made of solid gold. As soon as the giant and his wife left the kitchen, Jack crept out of the cupboard and over to the table to get a better look at the hen that laid the golden egg.
Please help me.
Said the hen. Jack jumped in surprise.
You can talk?
Yes. And that giant is very cruel. Every day he forces me to lay him a golden egg. Please take me away from here.
Jack couldn't say no to a talking hen who laid golden eggs.
Okay, but we must be quick and we must be very quiet.
He took the hen in his arms, ran out of the castle as fast as he could, and together they scrambled down the beanstalk.
Thank you.
Said the hen when they reached the bottom.
How can I ever repay you?
Well, you can come live with me and I won't ever force you to lay eggs.
The hen was very happy with this, and so was Jack's mother when she saw the magical talking hen. The hen only laid eggs when she wanted to, and Jack and his mother lived very well from the gold. But one day, as Jack was playing outside, he heard a strange noise. It sounded as if someone was singing, but it was very far away. Jack looked all around, but he didn't see anyone. Then he realised that the singing was coming from above him, up on the beanstalk. And because Jack was such a curious boy and he wanted to know who was singing, he climbed up the beanstalk once again. He climbed until he reached the sky, and he found the road in the clouds, and he followed it to the great big castle, just as he did before. He knocked on the tall wooden door.
Hello?
The giant woman answered, but this time she did not look so kind when she saw Jack.
You must go away. The last time you were here, my husband's hen disappeared.
But I must know who's singing.
Jack tried to say, but the giant woman shut the door in his face. Jack still wanted to know who he heard singing, so he snuck into the castle through a window and he hid in the cupboard while the giant woman cooked her husband's dinner. Soon he heard rumbling footsteps that made the whole castle quake.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
The giant bellowed.
Don't be silly.
Said the giant woman.
You smell the steak and potatoes I've made for dinner.
The giant sat down and ate while Jack hid in the cupboard and watched. When the giant finished his dinner, he demanded,
Now bring me my harp.
The giant woman placed a beautiful golden harp on the table, and the giant shouted,
Play.
To Jack's astonishment, the harp began to play and sing a gentle lullaby. Soon the giant was asleep, and his wife left the kitchen. Jack crept out of the cupboard and over to the table to get a better look at the harp that could play by itself and sing.
Please help me.
Said the harp. Jack jumped back in surprise.
You can talk?
Yes. And that giant is very mean. Every night he forces me to play him a song so he can sleep. Please take me away from here.
Jack couldn't say no to a singing harp that played itself.
Okay,
He said.
but we must be quick and we must be very quiet.
He took the harp in his arms, ran out of the castle as fast as he could, and together they began scrambling down the beanstalk. But as soon as the harp stopped playing, the giant awoke. When he saw his harp was gone, he roared in anger and chased after Jack.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
He quaked.
Mother!
Jack shouted down the beanstalk.
Get the axe!
As soon as he reached the ground, Jack swung the axe and began to cut down the beanstalk. The giant saw that it would soon fall, so he climbed back up to his castle into the clouds as quickly as he could. The huge beanstalk fell. That was the last time Jack ever saw the giant.
Thank you. How can I ever repay you?
Well, you can come live with me and I won't ever force you to play or sing songs if you don't want to.
The harp was very happy with this, and so was Jack's mother when she saw the magical singing harp. People came from miles around to hear its music. With the hen and the harp, Jack and his mother lived very well, and they were never hungry again. The end.
Nah, bagaimana videonya? Kalau kalian suka, sekarang mari kita gunakan dua alat bantu belajar. Yang pertama itu ada KWL chart. Ambil kertas atau buku kalian dan isi tabel berikut. Seperti nanti Miss akan kasih contohnya di grup kelas kita ya. What I know di kolom pertama, what I want to know di kolom kedua, dan di kolom ketiga ada what I learned. Nah, untuk membuat story mappingnya, jawab 5 pertanyaan ini dan bentuk pada peta cerita. Dengarkan baik-baik ya. Yang pertama, siapa tokoh dalam cerita Jack and the Beanstalk? Yang kedua, di mana dan kapan ceritanya terjadi? Yang ketiga, apa konflik dalam ceritanya? Nah, yang keempat, bagaimana penyelesaiannya? Dan yang terakhir, apa pesan moral dari cerita Jack and the Beanstalk? Baiklah, sekarang kita akan melanjutkan ke monolog. Nah, monolog tadi di awal cerita itu ada suara pria yang bercerita dengan yang menceritakan alur cerita pada Jack and the Beanstalk. Nah, itu merupakan monolog. Jadi, nanti kalian bisa pilih salah satu cerita dari ketiga judul di awal, atau kalian bisa mencari judul cerita yang lain. Nanti Ibu harap, ulang. Nanti Miss harap kalian menuliskan monolog dengan gaya kalian sendiri, dengan style kalian sendiri. Oke? Baiklah, untuk tugas individu tadi sudah Miss berikan ya, yaitu melengkapi KWL chart dan story mapping, lalu tulis monolog dari sudut pandang salah satu tokoh dari judul cerita yang kalian pilih nanti. Monolognya nanti terdiri dari 8 sampai 12 kalimat dalam bahasa Inggris. Lalu kalian bisa membuat video saat membacakan monolog, atau nanti gini aja, nanti kalian buat video saat membaca monolog yang terbaik Ibu pilih untuk membacakan ulang di depan kelas. Nanti kalian bisa kirim videonya menggunakan link YouTube, atau bisa di Google Drive yang sudah Miss berikan di grup kelas kita ya. Lalu itu ada tugas kelompok. Nah, kalian bisa berdua atau berempat. Nanti buat versi modern dari Jack and the Beanstalk. Kalian bisa membuat reka adegan cerita tentang Jack and the Beanstalk. Nah, ini setiap anggota membuat bagian monolog dari ceritanya, gabungkan dari satu video kelompok. Nanti pokoknya buat sekeren mungkin pokoknya ya. Lalu upload di YouTube aja, nanti kirim linknya ke Miss ya. Baiklah, Sekian pembelajaran kita hari ini, hanya itu saja yang dapat Ibu jelaskan hari ini. Semoga kalian paham dengan apa itu naratif teks. Kalian luar biasa sih hari ini. Kalian sudah belajar mengenali naratif teks, memahami isinya, dan mulai berlatih menyampaikan cerita lewat speaking ya. Ini yang perlu kalian ingat ya. Berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris bukan tentang sempurna, tapi tentang berani mencoba. Jadi nanti jangan takut atau jangan merasa malu ketika kalian membuat videonya, karena kita sama-sama belajar. Nah, semakin sering kalian mencoba, semakin hebat kalian akan menjadi hebat. Terima kasih sudah belajar bersama Miss. Sampai jumpa di video pembelajaran selanjutnya. Miss ucapkan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.